Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the CSPA. It is Wednesday night. I apologize for any difficulties. We had a few issues, but we are up and running. I am David, joined by my friend, and now a teammate, just like last night, Rylock. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well, doing well. Excited to see this action between a perennial SEC favorite and a new-look Texas Tech.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a good game. Alabama going to start out on offense. Definitely looking to see how they bounce back and try to build upon last season's run. Maybe not as well as they wanted to go, but definitely shows some promise.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of returning pieces, some new additions. It's going to be an exciting look.
Absolutely. With Texas Tech getting the ball, almost loses it, passes in the paint to Deathridge, and Deathridge, the Arizona State transfer, with a nice dunk, gets the first basket of the game.
I mean, Deathridge is always a perennial favorite, and this is a little bit of a coming home since he was a former member of this Alabama squad before he took a detour to the desert.
Yeah, and it's interesting that he came over here, and Bobby Jackson as well. Definitely interesting the way this team has been put together. Texas Tech putting a great offseason together.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good offseason. I'm just waiting to see how it actually translates on the court. It's exciting to get to see a look of them the first time.
Yeah, for sure. And got a few people in chat saying some saying it's laggy, some saying it's not. It's not on my end, so I do apologize. All right, well, here we go at 2-2. Alabama, Texas Tech, and a nice shot by Barry. Gets it high off the backboard. Awkward looking shot, but he made it, Ryla.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't have to look pretty if it works.
I agree with you. As long as he gets the 2 points, that's all that matters. So Texas Tech down by 2. We got Coach JoJo Vasquez, Bama coach, in the chat. Appreciate you joining. Ooh, Deathridge tried to get it, but was blocked. Buccelli comes up with the ball for Alabama, pushing it up. Watch for three. Bang! He hit the three.
Nice shot there by Watts.
Absolutely. Still got a little confusion here on some people's
I'm getting a little bit of chop on the stream myself, but again, I think it might be something to do with Twitch today. Some of it's a little choppy, some of it looks pretty smooth.
Yeah, Twitch was actually down for a while. That's what kind of delayed us, so I apologize. Here we go, Deathridge inside for a two-handed slam. That's a huge dunk right there.
That is what the Texas Tech crowd paid to see. The big stars coming out in a big way.
Absolutely. Alabama up 7-4. 5:30. And look at Alabama driving, but the defense not going to let them get it. That was a nice drive. And even better defense. And Deathridge in the paint. And Deathridge with another basket. I see you over there, Gleesack. Gleesack in the chat talking crap. Wow.
I mean, I think that's his natural state of being.
I think he's mad that we're not teammates anymore, but that's okay.
Alabama, I think he just finds reasons to be mad.
And that's a huge three for Alabama, up 10-6.
Alabama has definitely come out here. They were strongly the underdog in the weekly pick'em, and they're trying to make a statement that they're not here to go away either.
Absolutely, I love seeing it. I mean, it's fun seeing both these teams battle it out, and love seeing Alabama do well. As Rylock, I'm a real life Alabama fan, so this is definitely a joy for me on a personal level.
Yeah, I mean, we also have a lot of enjoyment from the Texas Tech squad over the years, and it's interesting seeing the new regime that's taken over for the perennial MAC who has moved on to OK State.
Yeah, that was a very interesting move for Texas Tech. I'm excited to see how that turns out. And a pass out. Wow. He had a wide open dunk. He didn't take it. He passed out and threw the ball away. Rather
Yep.
careless.
Costly bailout there. Wasn't able to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, that definitely stinks.
Yep, but we're going to get the rotations in. A first look at new head coach Murphy O'Houlihan's player for Texas Tech here.
Here we go. Alabama inbounding. And Gordon with the ball at the top of the key. Passes over to Davis. Davis going to try to drive, maybe. Almost loses the ball, Rylock. Passes out to Gordon. Gordon for three. Bang.
I mean, right now, this Alabama squad is doing a great job of perimeter shooting. Definitely going to be able to keep on the heat if they can make at this rate.
Absolutely. And McKinley almost turned it over for Texas Tech. He's got to be careful.
I mean, it's his freshman season here. He's one of the star recruits for this Texas squad in the blue chip recruiting. So maybe it's just a chance to see how he fares and get some of the jitters out.
Well, he missed his shot. Davis with the rebound. Going to push it up for Alabama. Curry with the ball, top of the key with the logo. Over to Anderson. Anderson thought about popping the three, Rylock. Didn't do it, though.
I mean, you can't take absolutely everyone, but the way they're shooting, I would keep trying.
Gordon with the ball. Passes over to Curry, and Curry with the huge shot. Another three for Alabama. You live and die by the three, and Alabama is living well tonight.
Absolutely. They're shooting lights out right now, and Texas Tech just has had a lot of trouble getting their offense started. I expect it to pick up here, but this isn't the start they envisioned.
Yeah, and let's keep in mind, this is preseason. There's not a whole lot, there's experiments that happen. You got rosters playing together for the first time. This is a learning curve, and Texas Tech has a first-year coach, so not worried one bit about this. Definitely think everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, and this is the preseason game, of course, that this is the time where the coaches have a free opportunity to test and get things worked out. Huge hoop there to O'Houlihan.
Yes, it was. It's 18-8 CSBA. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Right now, Alabama doing really well. High shot efficiency, making some great baskets, and being smart with the ball. Yates down low, and another tough shot. Alabama's made a couple acrobatic shots down there tonight.
Yeah, I think that it may be an area of improvement that Texas Tech looks to try and improve their interior D, but right now they're just not executing the D to the standard they want to, and I think that probably at the next time out they need to have a chat with the coach and see if they can get this right.
Yeah, McKinley almost lost the ball again while you were talking. He's definitely going to have to work on his ball handling. Look at a block by Alabama. Anderson with the ball, bringing it up. They got numbers. Pass down to Gordon. Gordon's going to take his time, though, Rylock. Smart move. Defense is closing in fast.
I mean, sometimes it's worth pushing forward, taking the aggressive look. Sometimes it's better to clear it out.
Well, great pass by Gordon down in the paint to Yates, and Yates puts it up. Extends Alabama lead. Alabama shooting 75%, Rylock. That is absolutely incredible. Almost a first quarter complete.
Yeah, it's a really good effort, and Texas Tech just needs to step up this D. Right now, they're looking a little lost out there. McKinley with a good step, though.
Yeah, they needed that basket. 22-10 right now. Alabama definitely has all the momentum going in their way. Texas Tech needs to get a couple stops. They can't get it all in one time, but get a couple stops here and try to get back in the game.
I mean, they definitely have the personnel to get it done. It's just right now the starting squad hasn't clicked yet, and maybe on the next rotation they'll be able to start that fire going.
That was Curry for Alabama. Another basket, up to 77% shooting tonight. It's probably one of the best quarters I think I've ever seen shooting in the CSBA.
Well, I mean, this I think is the culmination of a lot of work that Coach JoJo has put in. So even if this only is the first quarter, this is already a huge step forward and a lot of a relief, I'm sure, for this Alabama squad to see the work paying off.
And a shot clock violation. Alabama defense, man, that was incredible. They were all over Texas Tech, could not get a shot anywhere, and that's a huge turnover. Down by 14, 1 minute left in the first. What do you think Texas Tech starting to focus on? Where do they go to try to claw back in this game?
I mean, honestly, a lot of it is just work on both A, the mental mistakes, and B, the consistency. Go to the interior, take high percentage shots, get points on the basket, and work on the D. Try and manufacture some stops so you can get yourself back in this game.
Curry for a three, and he gets another one. That's his second or third three of the game already. Huge three.
At that point, it looks like Machiavelli kind of just backed off of him. Unfortunately, gave him too much space, and you can't back off. You have to respect that three ball, especially the way Alabama's playing.
And Ahulian with the offensive board and putback. Look at that run in the last 6:39. 20-6. I mean, that's a huge run by any team, as large as I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This has been impressive by Alabama. Gordon not able to get the shot to fall. Had a nice cut inside, just couldn't get it.
I mean, it's a good take. I don't mind. I don't mind my players taking that shot every day of the week.
Oh, absolutely. Texas Tech has scored on 2 straight possessions. That's pretty promising for them, as they'd gone several possessions without scoring.
Yeah, it's definitely a good bit of momentum coming into the quarter here.
Absolutely, and that is the end of the first quarter, CSBA. Alabama up 27-14, almost double Texas Tech up so far. But Texas Tech starting to get things going, Rylock, scoring on the last couple possessions as well as getting a couple stops. And that's what we talked about, one possession at a time, try to climb back in the game. Hey, I appreciate all 37 of you in the chat. That Sports Dude, J-Town, JoJo Vasquez, Rusty Films, Sherburn, Hold My Spitter, Rylock, I appreciate you being in the chat, man. Shiesty Prophet, appreciate all you guys, and I'll get back to some more shout-outs in a minute. They call me JT. Look at you, my friend. All right, well, Texas Tech with the ball. Starting the second quarter, starting to get a few things working, looking to get a basket right away. And the shot does not fall, unfortunately. Here comes Alabama with the alley-hoop attempt. It doesn't go. Great defense to tip that ball away and to get it off an Alabama player. So,
yeah,
great job.
I mean, that athleticism for Deathridge is one of the huge things that is in his advantage. He is one of the last players in that mold, and so it's always exciting to watch him at the height of his game before he heads into the Pro League at the end of the season.
Avery with the ball for Texas Tech. Looking to try to make something happen. Defense, though, I mean, I'll tell you what, Alabama's defense has been impressive.
Very stout.
And there's a steal. Talking about their defense, Barry, one-on-one in the paint. He puts it up. He is fouled by Avery. But nice take, but, you know, even better recovery by Avery. That could have been turned into a huge play.
I mean, for sure, and especially in this case, if you're going to foul, make sure it doesn't go in. So, always good.
And another Twitch shout-out. We got Rustina Fields in the chat wanting their name called out. All right, so Alabama at the line up 27-14. Definitely a slow sequence here in these free throws.
Sorry, I was responding to the chat. I don't condone the slander of my friend Rusty by anyone on my team, no matter what we say.
Who is giving him a hard time?
I know. I mean, giving him a hard time both ways. The respect is also a hard time at a certain point.
All right. Well, the 28-14. 7:15 left in the second quarter. And that was a very slow set of free throws. Kind of shocked that the ref let it go on that way.
I mean, but he made both of them. Apparently the practice that he put in has worked out.
Sharon with the rebound. Alabama with the ball, passes the corner to Maben. Maben gets around the screen. He's going to drive. Nice behind the back dribble, puts it up, but doesn't get to fall. Thought Barry was going to get the rebound there.
But Deathridge managed to muscle through it.
And Texas Tech with another miss. So they started getting hot at the end of the first. They're struggling in the second quarter so far.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe the unit that they've got out there just isn't meshing together, that maybe they haven't found a system to highlight these players, because there's a ton of talent, just so much talent out there. Honestly, more than most teams in the league, but right now it's just not pulling together. Thankfully, it's a preseason game, lots of time to get it figured out.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, when Texas Tech has had success tonight, it's going to Deathridge. He has 8 points. He's 4 of 7 shooting. He's been big for them.
Doing work.
Definitely. And he's a guy that's fun to watch, and it's going to be interesting to see how his season goes. Because he had a pretty solid season last year at Arizona State, and now to see him here at Texas Tech, I'm excited to see how that works out.
Yeah. He's always a perennial star, and so it'll be interesting to see how well he's able to make the switch to a slightly different variety of desert.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different, but it's still hot, though.
Yeah. Apparently he does well in those southern climates from Alabama to Arizona to Texas Tech.
We're going to go right through this timeout. We're already kind of a little bit behind, and I apologize. So 31-17, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Alabama with the ball, sharing at the top. Driving. He passes over to Maben for 3. Nice shot right there. Maben drilled it. Actually, they're going to say his foot was on the line, so they're giving it for 2.
I mean, since I'm living in the past a little here, and I have the advantage of instant replay, he was way over the line. That wasn't even close.
Well, my first glance was wrong, I guess. I apologize.
Yeah, it happens.
I've been wrong twice.
I mean, yeah, wrong once or twice.
Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And Texas Tech, Deathridge getting a steal. That's what Texas Tech needs. He's going to take it coast to coast. Man, somebody clipped that one. That was a nice one.
Yeah, that sent a Alabama player scooting for a minute.
And it's a 12-point game.
Yeah, Shurin would rather have that one back, I think.
And Deathridge with another steal. Deathridge got over half the points for Texas Tech, got a couple steals.
Yeah, I mean,
he's an assist in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's the complete package, and that was a huge 3 out to the corner.
It was. It's now a 9-point game. At one point, Alabama pretty much doubled Texas Tech up. They have battled back into it.
I mean, the momentum finally clicked, and the identity is here. So, as rough as that first little bit looked, they've managed to right the ship in a big way and bring it back to single digits until Alabama put it back out.
Yeah, Alabama with another 3, as we've seen several of those tonight. Avery with the offensive board, passes out to the corner for 3. Doesn't get it to fall. This time Barry gets the rebound.
But even if that doesn't fall, that was an amazing take. Kai Avery had the right pass, and you take that shot every time.
Absolutely. And passed out for the 3. That was a great job there.
And there was no hesitation, quick release. It was perfect.
I would agree with you on that one. 36-24, 4 minutes left in the first half, Rylock. Texas Tech trying to claw in. Last night we saw Louisville at one point have a 17-point lead. And we had a comeback win last night. It was pretty exciting. Unfortunate, you hate seeing someone give up a 17-point lead, but you never know in these games. You can never take it for granted.
And like even the Georgetown game yesterday, it was fairly well a big lead that diminished and then came back up with Michael Bryston's heroics. So I think I was told that the free throws go a little faster if you click through.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Just passing it along from the booth.
Dethridge so far, it's way too early, but when you think of nominations for possible player of the game, if Texas Tech was able to pull off this win, he has to be one of the nominees for player of the game.
Absolutely. Right now, he is definitely the heart of this Texas Tech comeback. So, I have a lot harder time identifying who I would pick for Alabama at this point because it's been a very wide effort. A lot of people have looked good, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, it's been a well-balanced offensive and defensive attack for Alabama. And here's a nice play. Holy cow, Sharon with the great pass to Gordon. Excuse me, that was Gordon with the pass. I apologize.
Gordon with the pass to Anderson. A first look at Mark Anderson here.
Great job, great vision by Gordon to see that. Maxavelli for a long 2. It doesn't fall. Yates with the rebound for Alabama. And here comes Gordon bringing the ball up. Pushes it up to Curry. Curry's going to try to drive. He's going to pick it up. He puts it up, and it doesn't count, but he was fouled, even though it didn't fall. And Curry going to go to the line. Great take.
Machiavelli was willing to admit the fault on that one, says that was me.
I mean, it was a good foul. It's one of those fouls. Look, if you want these points, you're fixing to earn them. And ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, and it's a 14-point game again. It got down to 9 points. Alabama started making a few shots now, to kind of spread the lead a little bit. But Texas Tech is still in this, and they keep fighting. Been very impressive to see what we're going to continue to do.
Absolutely, it's going to be a little interesting to see how this is working. Do they have Dethridge playing at the 4 or the 5? I didn't notice on the starting squad.
I do not remember, just to be honest with you. I apologize. But there's Maxavelli with the 3.
Big play. 3. Yeah. Get them right back in, get down to 11, one more stop and you're back.
And there's Gordon driving, and Gordon is fouled, so Gordon's going to be going to the line. All of a sudden, Texas Tech, a couple possessions in a row, fouling Alabama. Could that spell to foul trouble later on?
I mean, it easily could, especially if they're playing physical D.
I feel like Rusty's yelling at me right now in the Twitch chat because I said foul trouble.
I mean, he didn't yet. Actually, in this case, it looks like Boomin is yelling at him. So Dethridge is at the 4. So it's a tough show to follow for Murphy O to try and keep up with his production.
And Gordon makes the first one and the second one. Great job by Gordon nailing both their free throws. So far, both teams have made all 9 free throws in the game. That's pretty impressive.
It definitely is. Don't see that absolutely every day. Certainly not most days, even one game.
And Maxivelli for another 3. Doesn't get it to fall. There's Anderson with the rebound, bringing it up.
I mean, it may not have fallen, but it's still a good take. It was just one of those things where if you're that wide open, you got to make the shot.
Gordon trying to work out there on the three-point land, gives it to Curry. Gets a screen, the drive. Oh, nice pass out to Davis. And Davis gets a long 2. 44-29, Rylock. 1:30 left in the first. Alabama with a little bit of a lead right now. And Texas Tech trying to get a basket here. Nice take. Wow, that was great. Great dribbles right there. And just overall a great take and a great way for Texas Tech to get on the board and build some momentum. Down now 44-31.
They're leaning on the assistant head coach there in Machiavelli, and he hasn't had the success from the perimeter, but he's able to show his prowess and break it down inside.
Gordon with the spin. Passes over to Davis. Davis with the strong take, and Davis gets it to fall off the backboard. 46-31, Alabama up by 15. This is their largest lead of the night, Rylock. Less than a minute to go before halftime. Their foot is on the gas.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is definitely an exciting game for Alabama at this point. They've got a lot going right, but there's a lot of tape here to break down, so opposing coaches will get a chance to see this look and work against it. But I imagine that they'll be able to use it throughout the season to great effect.
Davis with the great take. He was fouled. He is going to the free throw line now.
That was a little bit of unnecessary contact from Coach Murphy, I think. Could have just let that one go, and I don't think it would have fallen.
Well, here we go. 34 seconds. Alabama's just short of being on pace for 100 points.
And they still have a possession left, so they definitely could try it.
He misses it. 46-31. Ooh, misses a second one. So misses the first 2 free throws of the night. And the defense almost getting this takeaway there.
It was good hustle by McKinley to pull it back.
And McKinley will get rewarded with the wide open 3, but he can't get it to fall. Yates with the rebound. Alabama will hold for the last shot of the half. Gordon passes out to Yates, over to Davis. Gets the ball to Curry. Curry's double teamed. He throws it up. It will count, but it doesn't fall. Halftime, Rylock, 46-31. Give us a rundown of the first half.
Well, I mean, Alabama has come out with everything firing on all cylinders, and Texas Tech has battled back strong and kept themselves from falling too far out of this game, but it hasn't really looked the way they wanted to in this first half. I'm sure Coach Murphy and assistant head coach Boomin will be giving an inspiring speech in the Tech locker room, trying to get everything to work.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, I believe, and I've said it before, I love seeing typically the adjustments that we see coming out of halftime or timeout. I think there's going to be opportunity here for some great adjustments, and I think both coaches are well able to do that.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a game of halves in a lot of ways, that you kind of get a chance to rest up, reset the momentum, and there's a lot of times where a team that looked a little shaky in the first half comes out looking a lot better. So we'll see how that goes. And as long as Texas Tech hangs tough, they've definitely got the talent and the horses to get them back in this game.
Yes, they do. Here we go. We're going to get ready to get the second half going. 46-31, Alabama up over Texas Tech. I appreciate all 46 of you joining us in the Twitch chat. Glad to have you here and rooting on these two teams. Let's see it in chat. Who do you guys think's going to win, Alabama or Texas Tech? You guys think that Texas Tech can pull the comeback off? And Alabama with the steal right away. Shuren passes up court. And a nice take, but the block even better. And Rylock, that's the difference in the game so far. Even though Alabama was just blocked, they recovered and still walked away with 2 points.
Yeah, that was great hustle there to scoop up that loose ball and get it in. It was a great play by C.J. Mack, but unfortunately his momentum kind of took him away from the play.
Alabama still shooting 69% tonight from the field. Been an incredible game for them field goal wise.
Yeah, and just an absolutely great take there by Bobby Jackson for that athletic dunk.
Yes, it was. Nice step back. Oh, it doesn't fall, but it was still a nice shot. Avery with the rebound. Pushing the ball up, and an alley-hoop. Deathridge, another basket. Deathridge has been on fire. I want to say he has close to 20 points, and Texas Tech only has 35.
I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a surprise. Right now he's doing a lot of work trying to will his team back into this game.
He's doing a great job. He's kept Texas Tech in the game. And Barry, offensive board, the putback, doesn't get it. Mack with the rebound. Gives the ball to Deathridge.
That was great D by Kai Avery on that one, though, just to stop that putback.
Yes, it was. And there's Mack with a nice shot. Gets Texas Tech on the board. 48.
Bringing it down to just 11.
Yeah, 48-37. It's getting a close game again. There's been a game of streaks so far. Been pretty impressive, I like to watch both teams go through their streaks.
For sure. Right now, it's been very momentum-oriented, like you said. So, honestly, one of these teams is trying to just keep the momentum going and pull ahead with it.
And we're going to see a jump ball, great defense. And you don't see many of these in the CSBA.
Yeah, not a ton, but you see more than a few. It's this is at least a good matchup. Often there's like a center involved, and those are funny.
Absolutely. And of course, Alabama won it kind of just the way the game's been going lately in the last little swing. And they missed their shot, though, and Deathridge with the ball. Deathridge's going to try to throw a hoop up, but the defense not going to let it happen. Great job by Alabama. Hit Watts in the corner for three. Alabama with another three. Rylock, they have made it rain tonight.
Yeah, the perimeter shooting for Alabama has definitely been the star. And it hasn't just been one person. Watts has been doing a great job. Gordon's had a few. Curry's had a few. Lots of contributors, and it's definitely showing out.
And May been blocking Deathridge there. Now Alabama pushing. You feel them getting hot again, going through another one of their streaks.
Yeah, this is the minute where if you're a Texas Tech fan, you need them to step up and slow the roll.
They're sharing with the take. He's not able to get it. Kai Avery with the foul. And right now, Alabama going to the line, up by 14 right now.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the first two missed field goals or free throws in the last time to the line. Kind of interesting the way that both teams have been so hot, though. Sharon makes the first one. This is the second. That's Deathridge with the rebound. No shock there, as he's done so much for Texas Tech tonight. And there's Bobby Jackson with a nice pump and the dunk. Bobby Jackson, he's getting retribution against his own team.
Yeah, Bobby Jackson is definitely one of those those big name transfers that everybody was looking to see where he landed. It's not a surprise to see the Alabama trio reunite here. It's a little bit it's a little bit of a fun storyline that they're playing their first game back together here against Alabama.
Yeah, it is. You know, they went to Texas Tech, now they're, you know, together. Excuse me, they went to Arizona State, now they're together at Texas Tech. Playing against Alabama, their original team, definitely fun to see.
Yeah, well, C.J. Mack didn't manage to join them in Arizona. He was off at OK State, but now they are reunited once again.
And Avery with another foul. That's his third of the game. 4:47 left in the third. That could be foul trouble. Please, Rusty, do not yell at me.
I mean, at this point, it definitely is possible, but I think that they have enough bigs that if they do lose a power forward, they can make it work. Or, excuse me, a center.
And missed shot for Alabama. There's Dethridge with the rebound, trying to take it coast to coast, dribbling behind his back. He puts it up, and he's fouled, and the shot doesn't fall. I thought it was going to go down, Rylock. It's still a great rebound and take.
Yeah, coast to coast, and even if you don't get the and one, you definitely take the chance to go to the line. He's pretty automatic.
52-39, 4.5 minutes left in the third. Appreciate all 48 of you in the chat. And there's Dethridge hitting the first free throw. Shiesty Prophet, Schernburn 42, Jojo Vasquez. Let's see what else we got in here. Julian, Kilaskrilla, Big-Headed Derek. Appreciate all you. Too Smooth.
Our boy Taco Mario. We got all kinds of people.
TD Sav, yeah, absolutely. 49 people. We appreciate you guys joining us. And Dethridge makes both free throws, Rylock. And he just continues to contribute any way possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully he's good enough that he avoided the commentator curse. I said he was automatic, and he lived up to it.
Yates with a nice take. Very acrobatic. Doesn't get it to fall. Still a nice take, though.
Yep, good rebound by Murphy-O.
Machiavelli, he gets a shot, and it falls right over Curry. 9 points for Machiavelli. 4 of 7 shooting tonight, Rylock. He's been a quiet guy.
It's been a little bit quiet, but the efficiency is there. That's well within the level of tolerance that feels reasonable. He just hasn't had much luck from behind the arc.
Gordon misses a 3, and Dethridge has it. Dethridge with the huge dunk!
I mean, that's why Yep, that's why he's a fan favorite, and I imagine the NIL deals will be rolling in.
That is what they call a clippable clip.
I think that's, in fact, what they call it.
Gordon with the ball for Alabama. Gordon trying to make something happen. Passes over the corner to Yates. I feel like Texas Tech's defense has really stepped up quite a bit.
Yeah, they definitely have, and it's showing as they've got a number of stops here in a row. The momentum has definitely shifted back the other way, and that shot clock violation is not what you wanted to see for Alabama.
No, it's not. And it's a 7-point game. And I feel like they kind of snuck back into it. It's been pretty fun. It's been pretty interesting. And here we go, their opportunity to draw the lead even closer. And a take and another dunk, and Alabama has to take a timeout. That is a great timeout as Texas Tech is rolling. They took a 15-point game and took it back down to 5, 52-47. 3:12 left in the third, Rylock. What does Alabama have to do to try to get Texas Tech back in the slump?
I mean, at this point, it's go back to what's been working. Find good open shots from 3 and use that momentum to keep them out of it. Get the defense to step back up, and mostly it's just a matter of like try and get the stops, try and get the buckets, take easy inside looks or the perimeter shots that have been working, but definitely don't force things.
Gordon with the ball for Alabama, and he's trying to force things in the paint. Triple teamed at one point, passes out to Curry. Down to Davis in the paint, but he loses it. That's Dethridge with the steal. And here we go. Machiavelli for three, and it doesn't fall. Davis with the rebound for Alabama. That would have been a huge three. It made a 2-point game.
I mean, absolutely, but again, I love the pass by McKinley. I love the take by Machiavelli. Even if it hasn't been working, taking that shot is the right answer.
And Gordon with a great pass to Davis. Gordon's made a couple of those nice passes. I got a feeling we might see him on the State Farm assist of the game. He's had a few of those tonight.
Yeah, I think that's true, but there is a chance we don't if Texas Tech can get heated again here and maybe take a lead.
I mean, we just saw a great example of a play that could very well be in the State Farm assist of the game. It's a 5-point game.
But the fact that Texas Tech is shooting 80% in this quarter goes a long way.
It does, and there's Gordon with a nice mid-range shot. Alabama really needed that, Rylock, as Texas Tech has clawed back into this game. And they needed to get some points here.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, Alabama has to be content trading buckets. They really need stops, but mostly they just need to keep the points coming. They can't afford to chain together misses.
Whoa! Andrews with, I think he kind of threw up a prayer there. He knew he was fouled, and it went down. So, as they say, and one.
Yep, big and one for Anderson there.
Alabama, that's a huge play for them. Kind of extend their lead a little bit. Doesn't get the end one to fall. Texas Tech bringing the ball up, down by 9. Steamer gets his own offensive board. The putback, left-handed putback at that, and gets at the fall. Makes it a 7-point game.
We haven't gotten a chance to say Stanley Steamer's name very much today.
He's had a kind of quiet night, but when you got Dethridge showing out like he has, it's kind of hard to mention anybody else sometimes.
I mean, that's true, but they're on different units. It's mostly Machiavelli that's ball hogging for the bench squad. And I'm saying that only to give him shit, not that it's actually true.
Well, here's Machiavelli for three. Doesn't get it to fall. Davis with the rebound.
Again, I like the take, though. He had all the room in the world. It's just a matter of, I guess, getting that tuning together, because I think he's 0 for 4 from 3 at this point.
Rothstein with the rebound. Texas Tech down by 7, looking to close the gap. McKinley's cold. Gets the ball to Steamer. Back to McKinley again. McKinley finds a Hulin, and he makes a 3.
I mean, that's one of the dangers of this Texas Tech squad, that if you give the people playing at the 4 a chance, they're gonna hurt you at any range.
Absolutely, and it's all of a sudden a 4-point game, Rylock. Texas Tech is closed back. Alabama with the ball, but the defense for Texas Tech right now has been incredible. And the 3 doesn't fall. There's Steamer again. This quarter's been his.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, this quarter has been Texas Tech's. Alabama was very close to on pace for 100 at the half, and they just had a rough third here.
Yeah, I think they scored, 11 points in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Texas Tech came just howling back into this one.
Oh, absolutely. It's the fourth quarter, CSBA. I need 47 fours put in the chat. We got a great game. 58-54, Alabama trying to hold on to the lead, but Texas Tech is surging. Let's see what happens. I believe we're in store for a wild fourth quarter, Rylock.
Absolutely.
If you're Texas Tech, who do you go to?
I mean, honestly, you go to Dethridge, but the question is, who else do you go to? And the answer is C.J. Mack and Bobby Jackson. Like, all three of them here on one squad is just overwhelming, and you let the talent do the work.
A Steamer called for the foul. Davis is going to go to the line. And an interesting start to the fourth quarter. A foul this early on that could come into play when it comes to free throws late in the game.
Absolutely.
Here we go, Davis for his second free throw. And he makes both of them, extending the lead to 6. Okay, I appreciate the pronunciation clarification. I'll do my absolute best with that. Texas Tech with the ball. Trying to get something going, and it looks like a little ISO going on. He almost loses it. Price screws it up. Not able to get it to fall. And here comes Davis. Pushing to Watts, and Watts with the nice take, and it doesn't fall. Price with the rebound. Right now, Rylock, both these two teams kind of going cold again.
Well, I mean, at this point, one of them will definitely break it out, and getting into a track meet is rarely a problem for either of these teams, I guess, because they both have quite a lot of talent going on here.
Rebound by Davis. So, Rylock, are you getting Grosjean? Grosjean? Is that?
Grosjean.
Okay, Grosjean. Okay. I try to pronounce all the names correct. It's not always easy.
Yep. Ooh, went to the moon there. Got blocked, and great recovery by Avery to come back in time to get the rebound on the second effort.
Mack passes it out to Price. Price for 3. Bang! 60 to 57. 3-point game.
Great vision there by Mack, recognizing the double, meaning that somebody's open, finding the man, and letting it work.
Well, Watts has the ball down low, passes out to Mabin. Back up to Davis. Mabin driving. And he gets blocked. CJ Mack with a big-time block. Texas Tech could possibly tie the game here. It's only a 2 if it falls. And it's a missed shot. Barry with the rebound. Davis to Watts. Passes it out for 3. Okay, Barry with a nice putback there, Rylock. A little one-handed putback.
Yeah, nah. One of the Texas Tech players, I think it was Avery, went for a putback on the other side. Just wasn't able to corral the rebound.
Yeah, it was. That was an interesting couple possessions for each team. As
an interesting sequence.
And had some second opportunities.
I don't know if I like this timeout here for Texas Tech, to be honest. They aren't in a place where it's going to cost them tactically, but it felt like they had some momentum going, so I don't know if I want to slow it down, especially if there's going to be a Alabama substitution coming in.
Yeah, I agree, and they've got to take that momentum when they have it. So let's see if the gamble pays off for Texas Tech. Avery inbounding. Oh, what a great defensive play. Texas Tech gets the ball back, but, I mean, that was really good defense.
Yeah, I mean, Shurin is doing his best there, trying to work against the much larger body, so jumping that passing lane makes a lot of sense.
Deathridge with the ball. And he's going to try to drive. Pump fake passes out to Jackson. Jackson with the acrobatic shot. Doesn't fall. Mabin with the rebound. Alabama running. And here's a huge play. Sharon with a nice dunk. He held on to the rim for a second as a celebration.
I mean, he had to deal with Deathridge this whole game. He's earned that one, I think.
Here's Price with the take. He passes over to Avery. Avery puts it off the top of the backboard and gets it to fall. Nice take by Avery. These two teams trading shots just like you were talking about a minute ago, Rylock.
Yeah, well, right now it's kind of changed. Alabama's happy trading shots because they're in the lead, but you definitely need to get a stop if you're Texas Tech.
And yeah, I agree with you. And here's Sharon with the ball now for Alabama. He's getting gutsy going down there against Deathridge and Avery. Doesn't fall. CJ Mack gets the rebound. CJ Mack with the ball, passes over to Jackson. Gets around the screen by Avery, and Jackson with a nice layup. That was a great take by Bobby Jackson, and he has Texas Tech back within 3.
He just managed to pretty well walk in there untouched with the defense and cross the Red Sea, as it were.
That's a great way of putting it for sure. That's what Bobby Jackson can do for you. He's definitely a dangerous player.
Yeah.
Defense all over Alabama right now. Maben with the ball, passes out for 3. Doesn't fall. CJ Mack with the rebound. It's a 3-point game. Closest it's been in a while.
Yeah, it's, again, Texas Tech has done an amazing job of pulling this back here at the close of this game. Alabama just needs to turn on the Jets and try and finish.
There's Deathridge with the hook shot, and it is a 1-point game. Alabama calling a timeout. 64-63 Rylock, 3:51 left in the ball game. This has been a wild game and looking to be a wild finish.
Yeah, absolutely. This one is a great timeout by Alabama. The momentum is not going their way. They need to reset. They need to have a minute to breathe and try and pull up some kind of plan.
And Watts, DeAndre Watts for Alabama being named the Jordan Player of the Game. You know, we talked it was going to be hard to pick an Alabama player just on how well-versed the entire team has been. But DeAndre Watts has had a couple big threes and been definitely a big part of the offense.
Absolutely.
So here we go. 3:51 left in the game. Down by 1. Alabama with the ball. They're up by 1, excuse me. Texas Tech looking to try to get a stop and maybe get their first lead since their first basket of the game. And Barry with the big slam. Great court vision there to get Barry the ball and the nice dunk.
Absolutely. Although at this point it's still a one-possession game, a well-placed 3 here would get them right back in it. And Price is someone who has that in his bag. So is Deathridge. So is Jackson. So is Mack.
Well, Deathridge does have a 2-point basket in his repertoire, and he gets one there. Gets it back to a 1-point game. Rylock 66-65. These two teams are fighting, and Shuren gets blocked by Deathridge.
I mean, that's the challenge, that if you can outspeed him, then that's going to help. But otherwise, if he can close that distance, it's just going to the moon. Or the first row, wherever it ends up.
And here we go. Alabama inbounding the ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Up by 1. They can't afford not to score any points here. Texas Tech is breathing down their neck.
I like the opportunity to get a fresh set of legs with Curry in and hopefully get something new going.
Oh, that was a great inbound pass. Get a shot underneath the basket. It was a quick shot, so now Alabama up by 3. But here we go, the nice alley-oop. Texas Tech not going anywhere. They are staying right on top of Alabama. 68-67, 2:45 left in the fourth. Alabama with the timeout, Rylock. That's another good timeout. That leaves Alabama only with 1, though. 2:43, close game. That could be an issue, possibly.
It could. Again, I don't know if I like this timeout. Like, it's good to stop the momentum here, but in this last 3 minutes, you only get the 2, and so it doesn't feel worth possibly not having this for later in the game when you need to advance the ball.
Alabama inbounding the ball here, up by 1. 2:43 left in the fourth quarter. Davis gets it to Maben and almost loses it. Luckily, Barry, was able to recover it. And a big-time block by Bobby Jackson. Texas Tech pushing the ball out up 2. Not able to get the ball. Barry with the rebound. Great job to secure that rebound Alabama pushing up. Maben for three. It doesn't fall. And Price with the rebound right up.
Yep, lots and lots of shots here. Good takes both sides. Tech definitely needs to hit the gym as far as three-point shooting, but that big slam by was that Bobby Jackson or Price? I didn't catch it. Price, slam by Price gives them their first lead in a long time.
And Barry with the slam to take the lead back for Alabama. 70-69, 156. This is a crazy finish. Another block for Alabama as they're pushing now.
Yeah, this is fairly insane. Texas Tech has been shooting lights out in the second half, good enough that they've brought their percentage up above Alabama's across the whole game.
And Bobby Jackson called for the foul. He's not happy about that.
Oh no, not at all.
Joe Kerr,
that one looked pretty clean.
Yeah, Joe Kerr in Twitch chat said, good game so far. It has been a great game, and it's not over. Here we go. I mean, these are big free throws, Rylock.
It's huge. Like, Shurin is a seasoned veteran here on this Alabama squad.
He makes the first one, extends the lead to 2. And he makes the second one. It's back to a 3-point game. Alabama over Texas Tech. Price and Deathridge both have a takeover activated. Let's see if they go to one of those two.
I mean, they're both dangerous as heck. This whole squad can do the damage.
Well, Deathridge gets down to C.J. Mack, but he's fouled. Now Mack going to the free throw line. Barry is not happy with that call whatsoever.
I mean, unfortunately, at a certain point, you just take it as it is, and C.J. Mack's going to try and pull them back to 1.
And C.J. Mack is definitely a player that's capable of doing it. He's definitely got a promising couple seasons left, and really looking forward to see where he finishes up in his career.
Yeah, I think he's got this one and one more, if I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. And as a small forward, I think, going into the season with some small forwards graduating last year, he's on pace to be one of the top small forwards in the league this season.
Absolutely.
And he makes both of them. Clutch free throws by C.J. Mack. Alabama up 72-71. 1:26 left in the fourth. A nice take. Shurin's going to put it up. Kind of a crazy shot. Doesn't fall. Avery with the rebound. Gets the ball to Deathridge. Why not? He's been on fire tonight. Deathridge passes to Jackson. Defense keeping Jackson out and almost turned over. What a play. Buselli with the great defense. Texas Tech gets the ball back, but nonetheless, the disruptive play there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great intercept on that lane, just because if he didn't get a hand on that, then he was pretty well beat to the hoop.
So Texas Tech will have 12 seconds when they come out of this timeout. Price has got his takeover. Deathridge has been on fire.
Yeah.
You got to think. I'm thinking I'm looking at C.J. Mack or Bobby Jackson, though, as those two have been really good late.
It looks like we've got Machiavelli come in, so we'll see how it plays out.
Oh, look at that. It's Deathridge. A huge game. Well, I think he's close to 30 points. That's, of course, unofficial until we see the box score. But he gives Texas Tech a 1-point lead.
Yep, and that was just great vision there, seeing him have the step, run to the basket, and let him get that money.
Shurin with the ball. The step back, pump fake. Ooh, it's C.J. Mack with the defensive block. He's pumped up. He's trying to get the fans in it. Texas Tech up by 1, 45.7 seconds left. Alabama inbounding with 10 seconds on the shot clock. They had a quick pass in last time.
Yeah, I think a lot of the advantage right now may just be that home court, that they're feeling it here at Texas Tech.
Sharon gets the inbound pass. Passes over to Bushelli. Bushelli doesn't get it to fall. Avery with the rebound. Pushes up to C.J. Mack. C.J. Mack for a mid-range shot. Doesn't fall. And there's Maben the board. 32 seconds left in the game. Alabama now down by 1 after trailing most of the game. Passes out to Sharon. Comes out to the logo, resetting.
Yeah, this is a key possession here for Alabama. They need points here real bad.
And Curry missed the 3 wide open. And it is time for Alabama to start fouling, down by 1. And Texas Tech, what a game. What a way to turn around after being down by 17 at one point, if I'm not mistaken, Rylock, and to fight their way back. This is the second straight night we've seen this.
Yeah, I don't know if it got out to 17. We'll be able to confirm it by the end, but it was definitely 15. So just a huge effort by this Texas Tech squad, proving their mettle.
And we hear the MVP chants for Dethridge. He has been an MVP tonight for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's reasonable for MVP chants by the preseason, but you do you, Texas Tech.
They have high hopes of Dethridge this season, and Dethridge nails both of them. Gives Texas Tech now a 3-point lead, 14.5 seconds. Rylock, talk through this timeout here. Obviously, Alabama wants to come out and shoot a 3.
Yeah, but you kind of want to draw a play of it and pull some time away, because Texas Tech still has that timeout as well. You need a 3 here for sure, but you can't do it too quick because you need to make sure that Texas Tech has as little chance as possible to get points back.
I think you're right. They're going to have to be smart about it. Barry will be inbounding. Gets the ball to Bushelli. Bushelli down to Shurin. Shurin puts it up and gets it to fall. It's 2 points. Now they're down by 1. Very interesting strategy.
Yeah, it forces Texas Tech to use their timeout to move it down, and either you have to play immediate D here, or you have to be prepared to foul as quick as possible. You can't let them get out and waste a couple seconds before you catch up with them.
Yeah, very interesting strategies now. Texas Tech inbounding. And there's the foul we were looking for. So Texas Tech go to the line, up by 1 with 9.4 seconds left. They're sending Dethridge, who has been stone cold killer tonight. He has just been on fire.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where at a certain point, if you're Alabama, you don't get to choose who gets the inbound. So you foul whoever ends up with it, and Dethridge is a great choice.
He makes the first one. It's a 2-point game again. Remember, 9.4 seconds left. Alabama does not have a timeout.
Yep, but there's plenty of time to run a designed play as long as you run it in transition quick.
Alabama will inbound 9.4 seconds. They need a 3 to tie it. Curry has the ball, passes over to Bushelli. Bushelli for a long 3, and it doesn't go. Maxivelli with the rebound. Texas Tech has pulled off the comeback, down by at least 15 to win by 3 in front of their home crowd. It may be preseason, but these Texas Tech fans are wilding right now.
Yeah, they had a rough first half to sit through, but they clawed back and proved that they have what it takes.
I'm impressed with both teams tonight, Rylock.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. This was a game played in 2 halves. The first half was all Alabama. The second half was all Texas Tech. So lots for these coaches to take away and learn from. And I'm sure that they'll improve on these plans and just be strong forces in both of their divisions. You were right. Biggest lead was 17.
Absolutely. We're going to move through this fast since we were a little bit behind. We want to get the other games in. Anything here jump out at you?
Oh, yeah. Great job by Texas Tech to bring Alabama's shooting percentage way down, but Alabama did a fantastic job, 7 for 16 from the 3-point line. Texas Tech did a great job inside in the paint, and a lot of that was Dethridge doing work. Great job by the Alabama bench squad. with 33 points definitely was a huge thing keeping them in it. But and another big thing is the offensive rebounding for Alabama. They significantly did work there, trying to keep their side in it.
Absolutely.
8 blocks for Texas Tech. Oh my.
Yeah.
And 14 dunks. That's a lot of dunking out of Texas Tech.
It was. Well, let's look at the visiting Alabama real quick. Shurin, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He was really active. Watts, was named player of the game, 12 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. Barry had 10 points, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double with an assist, a steal, and a block. Curry, 10 points with an assist. Davis, 8.6 rebounds, 2 assists. Gordon, 7 points, 6 assists. Maben, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Yates had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Mark Anderson, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and assist. And Buscelli, 2 points, 2 rebounds. He had 5 assists coming off the bench. That's really huge. What about Alabama sticks out here for you?
I mean, it was good team play. There's a lot of room for trying to tune the game plan, but it just was all around a great look, good team ball. But I mean, Texas Tech kind of went the opposite. They played hero ball with Deathridge, 33 points.
Yeah, and so we're gonna name Deathridge the player of the game. Texas Tech won.
I mean,
he's player of the game. Nothing personal. Watts, you played great, but I got to give it to Deathridge. 33 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Shot 12 of 16, including 9 of 9 from the free throw. That's as huge as it gets right there.
Huge effort, yeah.
Bobby Jackson.
And Bobby Jackson with 7 assists is a ton.
Absolutely. He also had 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Bobby Jackson had 3 blocks. That's pretty big. Maxivelli, 9 points, a rebound, and assist. O'Hulian, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Price, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. CJ Mack, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. The blocks are crazy. McKinley, 4 points and 3 assists. Avery, 2 points, 8 rebounds, with a block. Steamer, 2 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And Grosjean had, I'm mispronouncing again, I'm sorry, a rebound.
Grosjean.
Yeah, I apologize. So other than the obvious of Deathridge, what sticks out before we head out?
I mean, honestly, Deathridge is what sticks out. Everyone else, he was the only one in double digits. Everyone else played a good game and contributed huge in a big way, but I think if you're Texas Tech, for sustainable success, you're going to need to find a way to find a system that gets everyone else involved.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you, CSBA. Thank you for tuning in. We got another game. Wired's getting ready to come in the booth right after this, so thank you to everyone who stuck it out with us. Y'all have a good night, and just like that, CSBA, we're out.